Have mercy. Hi, friends. Doc South here and ready to do another episode, another segment of Millie's Itinerary for you. Ah, yes. Good. Okay. Well, I'm all set. Yeah. Let's see. Again, I just want to, please tell your friends about these video stories I'm doing for you. There's, I think, there's somewhere very close to 500 of them on my YouTube site now. You can tell them it's simple as pie. You just go to YouTube and search Doc South Show. In fact, I imagine there's even better ways to get there. I just don't know them. But that's what you do. Oh man, I'm still trying to figure out how to dial on my smartphone. Yeah, it's tell you. But and I apologize. Really, I know folks say, "Gosh, why don't you do these in different areas and put a little?" Well, I'm not a videographer. I like writing or telling stories just on the fly, and so you if you try to do a video presentation along with it, it's just not going to swing. And so now some of the stories are turkeys and others are pretty good. You just gotta, you kind of gotta roll with the flow. I would appreciate you sharing these with your friends, see what they think. The more people, the merrier. And of course, if you haven't already done so, subscribe too. I'm hoping that someday I'll get one of these stories that really cooks. And then I think YouTube pays you a little bit for them, which that would be nice. I'm going to do them no matter what. Yeah, some stories get no listeners, others get, quite a few. So share them if you would. That would be great. Okay. Ran into some girls at the supermarket I work at and told them they knew me from my radio days, and I told them I had these and car show events, etc. And my God, they went berserk knowing I had a YouTube site. So they actually, right there in the aisle, they signed up. Yeah, so that was cool. So hopefully they're looking at all the videos, enjoying themselves. They're especially interested in this Millie's Itinerary stuff we're doing. So let's get cooking. Okay, it's Millie's Itinerary, a day in the life of our Basset Hound Millie, who rules our home with an iron paw and floppy ears. Okay. Millie's Itinerary. Well, it's now 5:40 in the afternoon. Okay. Millie, as far as Sandy and I are concerned, is maybe 10% dog and 90% human. We know that she has long floppy ears, a big nose, she's covered with hair, wags her tail when she's happy, and loves a good belly rub. That sounds human to me. Just visit some bars around this area on a Saturday night, and you'll see lots of folks who fit that description. I might be a bit off with my nightclub theory, but really, Millie acts a lot like an average humanoid. Humans don't growl when they get mad. Instead, they holler and argue. In that case, Millie isn't like humans because we've honestly never seen her get mad. What she'll do if she got sore is up for grabs. We may never find out. Bless her heart. It's a good dog, gosh. Our one love she shares with us humanoids, though, is to play catch. Even though she's not that good at it, she never lets that stop her from trying. Okay, I would imagine that catch would be one of the earliest of humanoid games. It probably started when some caveman rolled a prehistoric walnut to a pack of nearby wolf cubs. He had to roll it because the early walnuts probably weighed about 200 pounds. Back in those days, come autumn, it really wasn't safe to venture through a walnut tree grove. Heavy as the early walnut was, well, the wolf pack cubs merrily pounced on. Well, yeah, they probably just pounced on it, fought to slow it down, and then gleefully pushed it back to their two-legged friend so he could roll it to them again. Yeah, you get the idea. They couldn't possibly have thrown it. Okay, and that kind of play would continue until the outer shell of the walnut was removed. And just from wear and tear, and then with a well-aimed blow from a stone axe, everybody ate walnut hunks for the next week or so. This was sort of an early example of dog and man mixing work with pleasure. I'm theorizing that as at walnut parties, the humans would throw smaller hunks of walnut into the undergrowth, and the wolf cubs would chase after the prized morsels. In due time, certain wolf cubs got pretty good at catching the airborne walnut in their mouths and gobbling it whole just for fun. Right. And let's see. I'm also certain that various tribes back in the day must have met in neutral territory and had competitions. Eventually, meatless, large bison femurs were gathered along with 2-pound peach pits. Right. Someone got the idea that you could hit the peach pit with the femur bone and make it really sail pretty far. Some wolves got good at standing at the peach pit landing zone and catching them on the fly. In our times, Abner Doubleday probably read accounts of this form of early recreation and went on to invent baseball. You see what I mean? Nothing's new. Yeah. By the way, in baseball, wouldn't present-day dogs make great defensive players? Case closed. Personally, I think all baseball teams should be named after dog breeds. Millie, now that she's older, probably wouldn't make the team. Still, she deserves an A+ for enthusiasm. For her dessert, after having dinner with Sandy, if I happen to be home at the time, I'm not always, but if I happen to be home, she and I will play Catch the Cheez-It. Yep, I think it's her favorite game. Generally, I wait for those tasty snack crackers to go on sale, super sale at my store. When they do, I get a few boxes just to have a good supply of game pieces. To play the game, about all Millie and I need is roughly a square yard or two of space. A small cereal bowl full of those wonderful tiny orange crackers is the only piece of game equipment we will need. Millie supplies the enthusiasm as I stand at one corner of the square and Millie sits at the opposite corner. Okay. She watches me intently as I snag one Cheez-It from the bowl and hold it up for her to see. Millie barks that she's ready, and I toss the cracker into the air. Millie usually misses the fact that the cracker is airborne and it falls at her feet. The rule is that if she doesn't see the cracker hit the ground, I can pick it up and do a repitch. This is a critical rule because Millie doesn't want to see the darn thing leave Millie doesn't always see the darn thing leave my hands. Sometimes she'll see the cracker land, and then the race is on to see who gets to it first. If she gets to it, she gets to eat it. If I get to it first, I get to eat it. If she happens to lick the Cheez-It before me, it's a foul cracker and, well, she gets it. If Millie happens to snag the cracker in mid-flight, well, that's a home run. For that, she gets 4 extra crackers and a pat on the head. By the way, if you happen to be playing this game with her, when she gets a home run, don't try to shortchange her. Okay, she'll know if you give her just 3 crackers. You'll get a howl for sure. A howl will cost you 5 crackers plus the 4 she's already won. Right. The game is over when the bowl of Cheez-Its is finally empty. We then retire to the kitchen for a trip to the water bowl. There you are. Simple as pie. Okay. All right, friends. Well, there you go. That's a wrap for now. We'll catch you later. Good stuff. Coffee. Okay, we'll see you later. Bye-bye now.